This is MMA, the sport that at first seems filled with superstar fighters, cold-blooded killers, men that grew up in hell, and gangsters. But what we don't see on the internet when watching this beautiful sport is that behind every fighter, there is a human and a lifetime of training and sacrifice. I want to tell that story. The story of upcoming fighter who is one day going to shock the world.
Hi, I'm Fran Luka Duric and I'm a professional MMA fighter.
To really see how professional fighters live, first I went to visit Luka's gym alongside my photographer Lucas. There we met with Luka to find out more about his life.
I was training karate when I was about 8 years old. I got yellow belt, but I didn't like that, so I quit. Then I started athletics, running. Same, I didn't like it, I quit. I started training breakdance. I was on like 2 competitions. I liked it, but I was a more hyperactive kid. And I didn't waste so much energy on that, so I quit. I started with grappling, actually.
If you get a real high-level wrestler, they just dictate what happens. They dictate where the fight takes place.
And I trained it for about half a year. I had some problems with my stomach, and I take a pause with training. Then I started training complete MMA, kickbox, Muay Thai, grappling, wrestling. I like to watch fighting movies, like Yuri Boyka. Never Back Down is the movie that attracted me most to this sport. I was watching a movie and I was copying the moves they were doing in the movie. My mom saw that and talked to the neighbor, which know my coach Ban, and he recommended this club. I came to first training and till then I'm here.
Coach Ban is an ex-Olympic wrestler who turned his nuclear bunker below local store building into an MMA gym.
Sami smo to napravili da bude kao borilište i super ispali smo tu u centru Dubrave. Imamo puno klinaca, puno profesionalnih boraca.
My training routine starts with warm up. I do stretching so I don't get injured. I do what coach say. We do some combinations. Anything what coach says, I don't know. Every day is something else. My favorite part of training is sparring, when we beat up each other, when it's just fighting.
Fran Luka je nevjerojatan talent, divan je karakter, inovativan, on sam donosi nekakve preko YouTube-a, preko interneta zahvate, poteze i onda ih tu pokušava. Tamo ja sad kažem da se bori protiv najboljih na svijetu, onda se bori, takav je karakter.
Fran is an extremely nice guy. He's a big worker. He works hard every day. He stays here for almost 2 or 3 training sessions. As an athlete, he's extremely explosive, agile, he's flexible, he's durable, his technique is wild. The audience loves him. He has a crazy personality and everybody loves him for his craziness. And he's a very fun guy to be around. I was also state senior champion, and around 10 years ago I was Vila junior world grappling champion.
Luka je borac koji uživa u borbi. To se vidi u svakom trenu njegove borbe i što mu daje ogromnu presiju.
So when I'm done with school, I come home. If I have some exam tomorrow or other day, I study a little bit and then I rest till the training. 2 days in a week, it starts in 7 p.m. Other 3 days, 6 p.m. when I'm in fight preparations. When I'm not in fight preparation, it starts at 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. it's wrestling and grappling. After that, I do gym. On Tuesday at 8 p.m. it's wrestling with a little bit of MMA, but most focusing on wrestling. After that is Muay Thai and kickbox. We do some combinations, light work. Then on Thursday at 8 p.m. it's kickboxing. After that we do 2 rounds of sparring. After that, same Muay Thai. We are working on pads, full strength, full speed. Saturday we do sparring at 3 p.m. and Sunday I do running. I'm going out for running. Friends from high school, they watch all of my fights live. They watched last fight with Leandro live.
fight Luka is talking about is his third professional fight against Portuguese fighter Leandro Gomes, which ended with judges' decision in favor of Gomes. Luka's team filed a complaint regarding the decision, but nothing will change. As Luka said, he's never again leaving it up to the judges.
Understanding that there's structure and discipline. I grew up competing in martial arts tournaments, and you have to be a hard person to do that. You have to understand what discipline is.
And the idea that a single loss in a competition is somehow a defeat is completely insane. First of all, when you lose the tournament, it's like, well, so what? You played the game, you're increasing your skills. It's like there's always next time. Life isn't a game, it's a series of games. And the right ethic is to be the winner of the series of games. And part of that means you have to learn how to be a good loser, because you're not going to win every single game.
My parents, they support me in this sport, but my mother don't want to watch my fights. She's scared I don't get hurt. When fight is over, when I'm okay, then she watch the fight. Dad watch the fight every time when I'm competing. He's not that scared. And brother gives me the most support.
Fear is my friend. I love fear. Fear allows me to reach my highest potential. Fear is an illusion, but we have to have desire. We have to have something that pushes us. Fear pushes us.
I have a little bit fear because I don't want to get injured, because that could mess up my whole career. But scared of punch, scared of fights, I'm not.
You don't understand that living prepares us for death. Our life, it prepares us for death. You know, even if we die young, it prepares us.
The biggest life lesson that I've learned is the power of the mind, and just how important it is to look at yourself at a high regard and to believe in yourself. I think in order to paint a bright future for yourself, you have to be able to see it in your mind. You have to believe in it, and the more you believe in it, the more your world will start to change.
John Jones is my favorite fighter because he's the best. He's the GOAT. He is undisputed. He is complete MMA fighter. He knows wrestling, grappling, kickboxing. He knows everything. Clinch. He's the best. That's why he's my favorite. My dream fight looks like 5 rounds of pure blood, of fighting, punching, kicking, wrestling, everything. Just like gladiator fight.
It's about getting better. Nothing else matters except me showing up at the gym every single day and putting in the work to get better, to get a better understanding of movement, to get a better understanding of this game.
I want to have 4 fights this year, minimum. My manager spoke to me. He said that I do these 4 fights, and then I should be good for some big promotion. I'm aiming for the UFC. PFL or Brave are very good options that my manager is giving me.
Vidim ga, ako nastavi ovim tempom, jako visoko, vjerojatno, pa mogu slobodno reći da bi mogu kotirati u velikim svjetskim organizacijama.
After this fight with Leandro, I got a huge amount of money. I mean, it's a lot for me. I came in one shop, I accidentally saw them, and I didn't care how much they cost. I had to buy it because this is my goal. I hope one day I'll fight in UFC and got my own gloves, That's what I bought them. It's the love of my life,
Luka is only 18 years old, but he's already helping out a lot of other fighters in the trainings and helping them improve.
In free time, I'm like coach, I punched him too hard. Teachers from high school support me. They let me go when I need to go to training early. Every teacher in school watched my fight, and next day all teachers came up to me and congratulated me on the win, the first fight in the FNC. And I was like, wow. I was speechless.
Take this moment to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers in 2023. And also give Luka a follow on Instagram so you can say in few years that you have been following him from the start. I asked Luka to show me all of his medals for the video, but he won so many different martial art competitions that it took him 5 minutes to show me all the medals, which is too much for this one video, but here is a quick summary of the medals.
key is to try to find out what you're not good at. And then you get the people who are good at those things, and then you get the great leverage.
On training, I am very good at grappling. I do stuff which my coach never have seen before. But I don't have grappling experience. 2 tournaments, 6 years how I've been training. I work on my grappling, but I don't force it in fights.
So proper nutrition is super important for our athletes because it's what fuels our body and helps our performance and intensity. It really also helps us with recovery, and right now it's super important because it's replenishing all our fluids that are lost during our training.
When I'm like free and when I'm not in fight preparations, I eat everything I want. I eat a lot of junk food, you know. I love to eat candy so much. I don't eat so much when I'm in fight preparation, when I'm cutting weight. For that last fight with Leandro, last what I ate was on Monday, and it was soup. And all rest of the week I didn't eat anything. I want to give a shout out to my buddy, my friend Mikla. He is my best sparring partner. Just before New Year, we were grappling in shoes. We were falling where his leg got stuck on the floor. Almost his leg got snapped like in half. It's one part my fault. As apology, I want to give a shout out to him.
And the glory of winning a fight, the glory of getting your hand raised, it's so above and beyond normal life experiences that even guys who have taken some shots and probably do feel the effects, they take a few months off and they want to get back in there again because it's so much more exciting than regular life.
Só que eu fiquei 3 dias nos Estados Unidos, mano, e eu louco que eu quero ir embora, porque tipo, primeiro dia, mano, eu falei, mano, já era, não vou ficar em, sei lá, não vou andar mais, já era, tipo, eu só pensava nisso, né?
Imagina, né, pô,
Assim,
perdeu metade do movimento,
corpo, mano,
muita...
nada, não,
Caralho,
tipo, nem mexi os olhos, nada, não tinha, pô, aí, tipo, quando eu comecei a fazer os exames no dia seguinte, tipo, pô, chutou, mexeu, aí foi andando, falei, mano, quero ir embora, ninguém descobriu o que foi.
I am a fighter all my life, you know. When I was born, when I was old 2 months, I had one disease. It's blood poisoning. I barely stayed alive, you know. Because of that, those 2 diseases that I got, I have kidney problems. One of my kidneys isn't working so good. Then I have asthma. I have problems with breathing. I have Tourette syndrome. I would describe it like hyperactivity plus tics, you know. I'm a very hyperactive kid. Then I have scoliosis. My spine is going a little bit in one side, so I don't know. When I was a kid, I was more in the hospital than I was at home.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
My final advice for kids is just to keep going to train, and it'll pay off. It'll pay off, of course.